Starting the descending order, number 5, stablecoins must grow in their liquidity and market cap. If Shiba Inu were to ever reach over $1, the amount of liquidity that would have to exist in the marketplace would have to be billions, if not trillions, if not tens of trillions, if not hundreds of trillions of dollars. Why? Think about it. Currently, there's about 550 billion tokens of Shiba Inu. If all things were to rise up, that means there would have to be at least $1 trillion worth of stable coins accessible today in order for that liquidity to be able to be exited by anyone or flow into Shiba Inu. Also, if SHIB is number 20x in terms of market cap today, how much market cap is in the marketplace in order for SHIB to reach $1? Think about it. So the Genius Act and stablecoin acts in general are required in order there to be enough liquidity in the marketplace in order for it to rise and to transact out. Number 4, taxes on crypto must change. Why? Because of how assets in the United States are treated from a tax perspective. Where's the liquidity going to come from? It's mostly going to come from retirement accounts. So for SHIB to reach $1, the taxes and the incentives around that must also change in order to create favorable conditions in the marketplace. Today, you can't invest from your 401k in crypto. Well, maybe just a BTC ETF. But that's not really crypto as a market. That's not really Shiba Inu for that matter either. So taxes and regulation must change in order for SHIB to reach $1 in value. Number 3, at least 250 billion coin must be burned. Why did SHIB burn basically 4 to 5 zeros in last run? Well, the CEO of Ethereum burnt about 400 billion coin. I'll repeat that again. It's not very well known, but about 400 billion Shiba Inu tokens were burnt in the last bull run by the CEO of Ethereum. Well, there's no way that SHIB is going to reach $1 unless a significant amount of the current supply is burnt. It will happen, it has to happen, but what is the mechanism? We need to understand. Number 2, everybody's heard about this, but it's not well understood or understanding why this happens. The BTC flash crash has to happen. Well, we know the crash probably happens because people are drawing out of Bitcoin and putting it into other asset classes. The current theory is they'll go into the alt markets as a whole in general, and when that happens, SHIB will rise up. Now, I think when this happens, you're actually going to see SHIB to 10 cents. And I actually think that's going to happen under Trump's term. There's a factoid for you. Last but not least, number 1, Elon Musk absolutely must adopt Shiba Inu as an asset on his X financial platform that he's building that we've spoken about in the past. I see that SHIB is going to stifle or get stuck under $1 until Elon Musk does this. All right. If you really reached this far and you've watched all the way to the end of this video, I'm going to tell you a couple of things that I think that's going to happen with Shiba Inu. I think there's 3 things that you need to pay attention to. The rise up to 10 cents, the rise to over $1, and the rise to high $1 up to about $3.20. I believe that you're going to see a bell curve around these price points. What does that mean? I believe going from about 80 cents up to about maybe 20, 30 cents, you're going to see a rise and a fall of Shiba Inu value. Now, is that going to look like a spike and go up, down like this when you're actually looking at a chart? Probably. But when you actually set up your price points, if you're going to liquidate, you're probably going to want to build a bell curve around these price points that you think SHIB is going to reach so that you can draw out whatever you feel like is necessary. So potentially setting it up from 80 cents, 90 cents, all the way up to $1.25. I'll let you decide what you feel is best for you. Not financial advice, just a strategy. Same thing around $1 and say 75 cents to over $2. I'll let you figure out how high you think that's going to go. I think there's going to be 3 little waves that you have an opportunity to draw some money out of from SHIB. Okay, if you really have watched to the end, I'm going to tell you what I think is going to happen with SHIB. I think SHIB's going to hit over $14 and be done. When is that going to happen? I don't know. But I think you're going to see SHIB, just as I was talking a moment ago, as a bell curve from 8 cents to 15 to 20, around 80 cents to $1.25, from about $1.75 to say $2 or $3. I think you're going to see the same thing around $10 to over $14. Then it's done. I think these are the waves, the milestones, the price points you should pay attention to. Again, not financial advice, just something that I'm seeing as a pattern in SHIB that you may want to pay attention to. But I don't believe after crescendos and goes back down from $14, I don't think you'll see those price points ever again. All right. Well, I'm wearing this hat for a reason. It says freedom on the back. May you live in freedom. May Christ bless you abundantly, and may his favor shine upon you. Be gracious to you and to all your time, to your talents, and your treasures. God bless. Peace.